Hi everyone, and welcome to Poppy DIY Crafts. Today we're going to be making this Halloween themed basket. We're going to get the SVG file from Creative Fabrica. Then we're going to engrave and cut with the xTool's M1 Ultra and finish with paint and glue. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's navigate to creativefabrica.com. I really like this site because it has lots of resources for creators, including fonts and SVG files. Here I'm going to download the Halloween Pumpkin Basket SVG bundle. Once it has downloaded, we're going to unzip the file. In the set, there are 8 different designs. After looking at them, we're going to pick design number 6. Let's go ahead and drag the SVG file over to xTool Creative Space. Here we're going to select No, display it in its original size. This will ensure that the file you see is as intended by the designer. Alright, here's the design. As you can see, the original layout is bigger than my workspace on the xTool M1 Ultra. This machine accommodates up to 12-inch by 12-inch piece of wood. We're going to go ahead and right-click and go to Ungroup. Now all the pieces can be moved around. Let's go ahead and arrange everything to fit inside our workspace. And once everything is arranged, let's double check on the settings. The red is going to be set to cut, and the black will be set to engrave. Or on xTool machine, let's load the wood and get it ready to cut. And let's start. The work time for the M1 Ultra is going to be a little bit over 1 hour. I'm going to start with the engraving first. Now the machine is cutting. I really love watching the process. Alright, and it's done. Alright, and here are all the pieces. So we have our front and back of the basket. This is the angry pumpkin, and then here are the slats for the side. Here's the base, and here's the handle. Now before we assemble it, we're going to go ahead and paint it. So I got some acrylic paint here. We're going to paint all these pieces. Alright, the painting is done, and I did not paint the underside or the inside, which is something that you can choose to do with your project. But let's go ahead and give it some time to dry so that we can then put it together. Alright, so the paint is dried. Let's go ahead and put the pieces together. I'm going to glue the pieces together with some wood glue. Once the glue has dried, here is our little basket. Doesn't it look good? So we have the face of the pumpkin here. We have red eyes, the pumpkin is orange, and it has a little black hat. And it is the same on both sides. And we also painted the slats here on the side orange. And on top here, the handle is the pumpkin vine. So looking at the finished product here, it does seem like it would be better if we painted the inside. So next time, I think what I'm going to do is actually paint both sides of the wood so that it'll look more finished. As for the bottom, I think it's really up to you if you want to paint it or not. Now let's go ahead and fill it up with some candy. So we got some granola bars and some almond Snickers. These are my favorite. They're really hard to find, but they're the best. All right, and that's our basket. So another fun thing you can do is scale the basket down. If you change the file so that it's smaller, you can make smaller individual baskets that only hold one piece of candy. And you can also scale this basket to be larger. So SVG files are really flexible. You can make the file smaller or larger. And all you have to do is just try it out. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this project. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye!